What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm a little bit late because I haven't made videos in a few days, but I wanted to catch up with you guys. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was this ridiculous interview with Kim Klacik on The View. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it. If you didn't, I will go ahead and place a clip of the video or a link to a clip of the video in the description box below so my video doesn't get off of YouTube. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have either seen pieces of the video or have heard about it. But essentially, Kim Klacik, who is running for the 7th District of Maryland, which was formerly Elijah Cummings' seat, came onto The View thanks to Meghan McCain. Now, typically, I don't really care for Meghan McCain. She sometimes rubs me the wrong way. But I will say this, in this particular situation, I will give her props because it is because of her that Kim was brought onto The View for an interview about her campaign. I feel like as far as Meghan goes, she treated her very fairly, put the clip of her campaign video that we've all seen by now of Kim walking down the streets of the dilapidated Maryland 7th District that she's running for. It was an amazing video, amazing. And they showed it and as part of the opening clip before they brought her on to interview. And Meghan jumps right in with a question about her candidacy, basically, which is what she's there to talk about. But in typical View fashion, okay, the vultures of The View came swooping down on our girl Kim and began to attack her. Now, let me say this, okay? It is disgusting to see not only how women treat each other, because women shouldn't treat each other the way that these women treated Kim, but the way that other Black women, and I'm speaking of Sunny Hostin on The View, and also, the Hispanic girl, I forget her name, I hate her, okay, on The View, women of color, treat another woman of color, okay? You should be having her back, if anything, but instead, these two, okay, bullied her, essentially. You have, the epitome of racism in the demonstration that these ladies made. Look at how, okay, liberal women will treat another Black woman who doesn't agree with their viewpoints politically, okay? And that is what, and I don't want to digress too much, but that is really what just infuriates me altogether, is that liberal women or liberal people in general, okay, if they're all about acceptance and they're all about openness and they're all about come one, come all. Unless you don't agree with me, unless you're not going to hold this picket sign that says BLM, unless you're not going to hashtag me too, unless you're not going to put up a black square. It is so one-sided, that I think that's what really turns me on sometimes, or turns me off. Sorry, it doesn't turn me on, definitely doesn't turn me on. But I think that's what turns me off sometimes is, when I think about my friends who are liberal, and I do have friends that are liberal, but I have some that we have, parted ways, unfortunately, because of the social climate. Starting obviously with George Floyd. I have some friends who are Black liberals, and, because I didn't see things the way they wanted me to see them, unfortunately, we couldn't be friends anymore. Now, that wasn't my choice. That was their choice. Why we couldn't be friends, I still don't understand to this day, because I'm perfectly fine being friends with people that I disagree with. But, if anything, it just shows maybe they weren't your friend to begin with. But I digress, okay? Going back to The View. So Joy jumps in with a question, and I can't really remember what the question was, but it was some typical, joyless Behar question, where she tries to throw a gotcha in there. And Kim responds back. I mean, what a class act. Kim responds back and she says, "Am I speaking to Joy Behar? The same Joy Behar that wore blackface?" Yeah. she threw that on her, and I'm glad she did. And boy, did Joy get her ovaries in a knot over that one, okay? She got on the defensive immediately. She was like, excuse me, I will have you know that that was an homage. That wasn't blackface. And the Black community has my back, okay? I would really like to know if you are Black, okay? Do you give a damn about Joy Behar? And do you have her back, okay? What Joy needs to be told is that the only reason she has the assumption that the Black community has her back is because she's liberal and she, you know, spouts all the same BS that they want her to spout and say, okay? Because if she thought like I did and put on that same homage costume, I don't even know what the hell she was trying to be, if it was like Diana Ross or what. All I know is she put on spray tanner to appear darker, and or some type of, you know, makeup to appear darker, and she had an afro. I think she was trying to be Diana Ross. I don't remember. But she was doing blackface. If we're going to do the definition of blackface, that's what she was doing, okay? The many, many people that we have like come down on and canceled because we were offended because at a Halloween party or, you know, on a talk show, they dressed up like this and we were offended, or even the people that wear, you know, like sombreros because they're, you know, imitating something from the Mexican culture. You know, Joy, shut up, okay? Shut up. Nobody cares about you. The Black community doesn't have your back. They just didn't attack you, okay? Because you're one of the liberal puppets, okay? That's why you didn't get attacked. It's not that they had your back. And I'm glad that Kim called her out on that. But at that point, you know, the interview just like went downhill fast. They were talking over her. They were all like little roaches, you know, like they all just came, you know, squirming in, you know, to attack her. And I'm glad that Kim pretty much like drew the line and she said, you know what? I thought I was brought on here to like do an interview, but apparently this is like a one-sided thing. So I'm done. And I'm glad she did that because, you know, they were going to keep attacking her over and over and over again. And she had no problem answering the challenging questions and coming back with a very educated, well thought out answer. Okay. And they didn't like that. So that's why Joy had to go in with the low blow comment that she made. And then Kim, you know, the Baltimore came out in her, honey, and she was like, you're not going to do that to me. I'm going to get you where it hurts. And she sure did. So, and it's, you know, it's also funny. I always notice when Whoopi's not there, the ladies tend to act up a little bit. You know, I'm not a big, huge fan of Whoopi Goldberg on The View. Okay. I'm a fan of her work as an actress and a comedian, but I am not a fan of her on The View either. But I do notice that she kind of runs the show. And when she's not there, Joy tends to like step in and run the show, you know, because she thinks she's in charge. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Did you watch the episode? Do you think Kim killed it? I think she killed it. And if you haven't seen her newest campaign ad with all the women walking down the street with her, check it out. I'll put a link to that also in the description box below so you can see it. But let me know what you thought. Give this video a thumbs up and share it for sure if you want to. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be back very soon with another video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.